afternoon, YouTube friends. My name's Jackie and welcome back to Gone Potty Gardening. I don't know if you remember in the last video I was bringing in the bags of soil. Well, today I'm going to be planting the potatoes. Traditionally in Ireland, most people plant their potatoes on St Patrick's Day, and it is St Patrick's Day today, so happy St Patrick's Day to all our Irish subscribers. Now when you're growing potatoes, you can buy the seeds which are in most garden centres or online shops, and also you can grow your own potatoes, you know, that are sprouted from ones that you've bought in the supermarket. So this year I've got some of those. We love the organic potatoes, so I saved some of those. Those have chitted, and we bought two different varieties of seed potato that I'll show you in a minute. But it's not too late. I know a lot of people chip potatoes. That means, you know, you leave them in egg boxes or a box and let them grow little roots on. That gives them an advantage when you're planting them. But you don't have to do that. So it's not too late, you know. Go and get some potatoes and start growing some. Over the years I've done potatoes in the ground and in bags, both with success, you know. But I like these bags. They've got holes in the bottom and handles, and I usually roll the tops over because you can fit ever such a lot of soil in one of these bags. So I'll be using these bags today, but if you haven't got those bags, you could use shopping bags, you could use old animal feed bags, rolled back, you know, as long as you put holes in the bottom, you'll be great. That's a good start. Now I've got a good idea where I'm going to put these, but it's not prepared yet, but I might get time today to prepare it, so we might get it all finished in, you know, today's video. But so I'm going to start now by filling the bags, probably half full, and I'll show you the potatoes that I've bought. Now I have had these covered with these tops from other planters, because you still get mice and stuff even in the polytunnel. So I'll take that off. Now these ones are the shop bought potatoes. As you can see, they've chitted nicely. So if you want bigger potatoes, all you've got to do is take off some of the chits. So I might just leave them as they are, to be honest. So they're the organic potatoes from the shop. So this is the soil that I brought in from last time. So I'm going to cut just a square out the top of the bag, I think, and hope that that works for me shoveling it into the other sack. Oh, it's exciting once you get your potatoes in. They need plenty of water, and you can put a bit of manure in with the compost. I'll probably just put some blood, fish and bone in. So I'm just going to fill this bag to about half full, and then we'll get some of the potatoes started. This is premium multi-purpose with John Innes compost. But of course, usually we would have used our own. But this will all get recycled in the compost bin. And that will be used next year when it's mixed with household waste or wood chip and all the rest. It'll be great. So yeah, I'm only going to fill it not even halfway actually. So I've got a bit of soil in the bottom. I've mixed it with blood, fish and bone, and now I'm going to sit these potatoes in the bottom. You have to excuse the dogs. So I'm going to put 3 in each sack with the chitty bits pointing upwards. Yeah, and then I'm just going to fill the rest of the bag up with my little handy shovel. So what you have to do is just keep your eye on them, quite a bit actually, because they come through quite quickly, and keep topping them up. Especially now it's getting a bit warmer, things start to grow a bit quicker. And what I'll do as the season goes on, I'll add a bit of fertiliser in there, you know, probably some comfrey liquid and stuff like that. And hopefully we'll get some really nice potatoes. So basically, yeah, just give them a good covering and then put them wherever you want them to be in your garden or on your balcony, which is why growing in bags is really handy, because you can move them around, put them where you want. If you've only got a small space, you can grow them. Over in Ireland, because we've got quite a damp climate, we have to watch out for the potato blight. And unfortunately, sometimes that does get the potatoes, which is a disease, you know. And if you do get that, the only good suggestion really is to cut all the foliage off and just leave the potatoes in the bags until you want to eat them. People do spray them. There is things that you can get to spray the potato leaves for blight, and you can also buy blight resistant potatoes. So I've still got quite a few of them to plant, the bigger potatoes, the shop bought ones, so I'll get on and do them and I'll be back with you in a minute. It's just started to pour, so you might hear the rain in the background. I love that sound though. Anyway, these are my first earlies, Maris Bard. And the main crop there is Maris Piper, and yeah, there's quite a few there. I'll probably plant 4 of these in each bag, whereas the other potatoes were bigger. Yeah, I think that'd be about right. So I'm going to get on with those, and I'll show you at the end where I'm going to put them. So at the side of the polytunnel, I've just pinned down some of this plastic, and I've actually tucked the edges underneath as much as I can, and that will, you know, that will stop weeds coming into the polytunnel, and it'll be somewhere good for me to put the potato bags. And along the edge here, I'll probably end up putting a little border out of used pallets, and yeah, that'll be a permanent bit for my potato bags, and it gets some good sun there as well. So I finished all the potatoes and I've put all the bags along the edge here. Obviously at some point I'm going to have to clean the outside of the polytunnel, but at least I can move them out the way. But yeah, I'm pleased with that, and the grass won't grow in between them, the grass won't grow in the polytunnel. I'll just have to sort an edging out, and that's another good job done for today. And I'll just top them up as I see them grow. Where the potatoes are is a good place, because we've got this watering hose from the IBC tank that collects the natural rainwater, so I'll be able to water them from there. So it always feels good to me to get a good job done like that, and you know, it took a few hours, but it's good, it's done. So don't forget, it's not too late to grow potatoes. You can use spent compost, which is old compost, as long as you put stuff in it to liven it up, like chicken pellets, chicken manure pellets, or bloodfish and bone, something like that. Like I say, you can even grow them in shopping bags, or anything that you think you might be able to use to grow potatoes, just use, you know. You don't have to buy loads of compost, even if you're going to buy it, because you don't have to top it up yet until you see them going through. So you could buy a little bit now and a little bit later on. But yeah, you can put supermarket potatoes in there if you haven't got any from the garden centre or online. And yeah, you'll have your own tasty potatoes. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Take care everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.